But guys, the algorithms that push for stuff for you to hate on is massively pushing BLK hate and other things, and I think that's pretty awful.
That's what I said.
It's not a good thing at all.
For sure.
You know what it is? My theory on this BLK fatigue thing is that if you guys, if every race can have like a common enemy, we don't know who the real common enemy is. If we can all say, hey, look at the BLK people, then we ignore who the real common enemies are. That is the billionaires, of course, and like the people who.
I thought you were gonna say something completely different.
Well, if everyone in here is just gonna pander, if everyone in here is just gonna pander, I'll be the one to be honest and say, as a black man, I have black fatigue.
So you were cool, bro.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
You like those stripes? You like those stripes? You like those stripes on your tail, bro?
But hold on.
No, I don't have any stripes on my tail. I'm just a realist and a pragmatist.
No, you're not,
bro.
All right.
I mean, as a white guy, I have it too, right?
As a black man, look, you expected like some like applause for that, bro?
Oh,
like,
GG. He said
I'm
it.
just telling you how it is, bro.
Yo, even as
Both about to get banned.
My first 5 minutes in here, I got fatigued when I heard somebody smoke the TikTok.
Oh, bro, even at
Yo.
chat's like clowning you, bro. Just give it up, bro. Stop. Yo, the chat's really clowning you. Just stop.
You see here, as a BLK man, you see here, I have BLK for
you trying to do that little Uncle Ruckus gimmick isn't making you look any.
Bro, fall over there clowning you in chat. Be quiet.
He should wrap it up. Like,
Okay, hold on. I think that the bad apples make everybody look bad if there's a big spotlight on them, which is social media currently with the terrible algorithms that is putting a massive spotlight, and I think it's being done deliberately.
Sure.
I said it.
True.
Nah, for sure, definitely.
Dude, come to London, see all the bad apples, man. Like, are you serious? My phone got snatched last week.
What's that?
Dude, my phone got snatched last week.
To the people who believe in BLK
Oh,
fatigue,
Steven's stolen from Tubi, like me, bro.
question. To the people who believe in BLK fatigue, why do you guys hinge on like personal experiences or like misrepresenting?
That's what you can go off of. You just said everybody
Like
said
what?
that algorithms and stuff
Then okay, no worries.
What do you want about?
But here's the thing, though. Everybody has some, everyone has YT fatigue.
XQR
Nobody
master
bringing up YT fatigue.
I'm tired because all the experience I've had have been from
I have a severe human fatigue. I think everybody annoys me.
I hate having YT fatigue, bro. I wake up and I have an 800 credit score, dude. Goddamn.
Can I get a money?
No, but you see what's happening is you're misrepresenting. You want to make YT fatigue look like this amazing thing, and then BLK fatigue has to always be this bad thing. But come on, are we going to forget about the Karen stereotype? Like, what happened to that? Why did we all just move past the Karen stereotype?
Because it was boring.
Well, like it's become such a norm now that we just that we literally just don't care. We don't
Okay,
care for it anymore.
I disagree because the Karen stereotype has nothing to do with either race or the S word. Bang.
Why can't we consider the Karen stereotype an aspect of YT fatigue then?
What, bro? What?
But we're not talking about YT fatigue. We're talking about BLK.
That's my question. My question is, why do you guys hinge on BLK fatigue so much?
Because that's the topic.
I mean, there's no like white male Karen.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a topic, bro, on the title. Come on,
combat. So you're not understanding. I'm not saying change the topic.
No, it's
no. I know you're not saying that, but I mean, I agree with you saying.
The question that I'm asking is, why do you guys believe it's a real thing?
Chat, this guy's an icon. What does that mean?
Fatigue are real things too. That's my question.
What are you even saying, brother?
I
don't even know what you're saying, bro.
Brother, the whole.
It's just verified. It's not dead.
You're just tooting.
Hold on. So it's a very straightforward question, right? You believe BLK fatigue is a real thing. The question is, you say it's real. Okay. Why don't you think other forms of fatigue are real? Why specifically BLK fatigue? That's my question.
Because I haven't experienced that the same level of I experienced black fatigue.
Because it's a minority, that's why.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you don't see a dog whistle like in the debate. Oh yeah, YT fatigue. Oh yeah, Karen fatigue. Look, like you don't see that.
Can we get?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
If that's your experience, I'm sure you can argue that.
Calm down, bro.
You can say you have white fatigue.
Why are you tone policing me? Why are you tone policing me? Just go ahead and speak.
Yo, Jesse. So we make our own server and we call it Psychono did nothing wrong, change my mind. Bang!
Let's do it. He got kicked.
You got kicked.
He was actually,
can we get some D?
Alright.
And then hide your screen though, so I can join it. I like watching this.
All right.
Just makes me remember. We just need the Scuff podcast back, man.
Really? Yeah.
Like, come on.
You have to make a server. You have to just create a new server, right?
You are
There
a very
already
cool
is one.
guy. I'd be interested in hearing your opinion on beavers. Thoughts?
Sure.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
But, I mean, like, all of that comes down to, like, who in the relationship is hurt, though.
See, no, like that's where like the law doesn't really see that.
Dang,
Like,
we got so many people here.
That is see
Yeah,
that is why
seats.
divorce court, like that's how all divorce court works. Is they literally have to identify and like review who in the relationship was hurt by these actions. Like that is a whole process of it. There's like a whole like investigation
okay.
that has to happen.
We got really off topic. XQC joined. I say we go back to Saikuna.
He's
Okay, yeah, we can
that,
restart.
man. Does he really want to hear about that?
I mean, he
Like,
joined for a reason. Huh?
He joined the title. He
I
didn't join
literally
for us.
thought
think
I
he
literally
has more
thought about a
experience with the
title to make a
divorce.
server, and this was already up. How is that impossible?
well,
I don't know.
what's your
I mean, come
take,
on.
X?
I mean, I agree.
Wait, with what?
I agree.
I agree with the title of the
title,
broadcast.
with the title. Well, I feel
Roblox
like
goes.
99% of people in here agree.
Well,
I don't know. Does
actually,
anyone have any different
I kind of baited you because I actually disagree. I think that
Okay.
cheating is absolutely wrong, and he is wrong for that. But
Agree.
that is the full extent of the wrongdoing. Bang.
Yeah, he's not a predator.
But you even said yourself that everyone has cheated. Wait, no, you didn't say that. You said
I
you
never
have
said that.
cheated. But would you agree with the statement that everyone has cheated or micro cheated?
Wrong.
You don't think everyone
Wrong.
has cheated once in their
I
entire
think that
life? Actually,
cheating
like,
cheating is a
Nope.
BLK or YT thing, right? Where it's like one or the other.
saying.
What?
Yo,
Guys,
XQC.
I'm talking the way not to be
Actually?
be worded on our
It's fine.
server.
It's fine.
I see.
Continue.
Makes sense, XQC.
Yeah, it's not a black and white thing, but even if it is pretty broad, you don't
No.
think everyone
I said
has
it
done
is.
once.
It is. I think that the moment
is, really.
where you don't at least notify the other person that you are no longer in a committed relation with them, then
This is when you should break up.
you are in fact cheating if that process doesn't happen at least. And that could be even a text if you want to. It could be you could page them. You can send them a memo. But
Okay, I
once
agree, but we're saying
you have
everyone has done it. That's what we're saying. Everyone has done it once.
No.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely not. What?
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you something. What do you
I don't know people.
classify as cheating?
Yeah.
It's whenever you enter either you K somebody with somebody or you full on with somebody or anything
Okay.
past that has some form of corporal or even some extended part of talking. That's all cheating.
So
Damn.
you think if anyone has
I
any
agree.
intentions of doing something with another person when they're taken is cheating?
It's not just the intention though. It's that you speaking about certain topics and speaking in a certain way is also cheating. Bang.
Bang.
Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do it
know.
for it to matter. You can't like.
And
think about it.
incorrect.
Everyone has
Absolutely
cheated.
incorrect.
Everyone
No.
has cheated once.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
has,
disagree.
even if it's
If you can be in
micro-flirting,
a
even if it's
relationship
thought.
at a distance, you can cheat at a distance. Bang.
What does that mean?
Do you mean
Bang.
like
You don't know what that means.
Bang.
Oh
Bang.
my god, wait, this guy.
You can't just say bang
bang.
and make it right. Everyone knows
Holy.
what you mean.
Bang.
Okay,
I know what he
XQC,
means. I know what he means.
XQC, when you are
Hi, Tango.
married to somebody, like micro cheating and like talking to somebody in a long distance
Who really
relationship,
cares?
especially, how are you supposed to defend yourself in a case like that?
You just don't
Like-
do it. Bang.
Oh.
Bang,
Woo.
bang,
Uh,
please,
yeah.
bang.
If you're somebody who's committed to somebody and you're actually in love and all that, right? You don't feel the need and you don't do these things. And even if you have some urge, you don't act upon them. Being a grown adult with a developed brain, it means not acting upon urges that you have, and it means that going against what you think you should do for the better sake of the relation and the person that you love. Bang.
Do you?
If you can't control their urges, then you shouldn't be in a relationship.
You shouldn't be out in society if you cannot control your urges. Bang.
Well, I think everyone's imperfect.
You know,
And-
do you think that love lasts forever? Like, do you think that marriages? Like, do you think the purpose of love is to last forever?
It can.
Do you think it can?
I think it can, but the reality is that even the most perfect couples that have been in love forever have had moments where they felt weak, where they felt like they had urges, and they still chose not to act upon those, and that makes them who they are. And you choose who you are and who you want to be. Whether you want to be a cheater or not is entirely up to you. But you can control what you do. So don't do those things and you won't be a cheater. Bang.
Yeah.
Just speaking
follow the
facts.
rules. Bang.
Bang.
W speed. W speed.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have a friend Tango. He lives by this, bro.
Really?
Bang.
Bang.
Bang. I mean, bang.
Okay, wait. So X, you, I think you covered this a little bit more. What happened with the second part of the allegation? No, I don't think anyone.
It comes down to somebody. It's like, okay, I'm gonna rephrase everything as long as you know to replace the words I'm gonna use with other words. It's somebody who went to Burger King and they said, I would like to have a chicken sandwich. And then they're uncertain.
But
Maybe,
what kind of chicken
maybe I
sandwich?
want the chicken sandwich. Maybe I want a drink. Maybe I want some fries. I don't really know what I want, but I want something. But then they end up getting a chicken sandwich and end up getting some fries. And then the next day, they wake up like, wow, what a trip. That's kind of weird. And then they order another meal. Now they get a drink and some fries, right? And then they go home and then they wait a few years and then they go, you know what? That's crazy. I didn't want all of this, and the other person is wrong. And whoever told me that is wrong, and I think that's incorrect. I think that's incorrect.
Do you think in the celebrity streamer space that this is like the most prevalent accusation that occurs? Is this like prolonged 3 years after people taking consent back? Do you think that's like the most common accusation?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. It's the most common because it's the easiest way to go trending. It's the easiest way to make a big docu, whatever, to garnish some support, and it's the least risky one as long as you don't go overboard about certain verbiage or wording. It's the lowest risk, highest reward pattern, and it's the most common. So what are the odds?
Do you think people's opinions on what happened change over time? Like at first, right, they have this interaction, and like a week later, she's still fine, she still likes him, but then like 3 years have happened. Her feelings change now.
Nope.
I feel like we see so much. No, hey.
Oh no.
I feel like so many times we see, like right after something happens, everything's cheeky in the DMs. Everything's good, and then like 3 years later happen, and now they like, bang, they just take it all back.
I call this. I call this the direction of the wind, right? It's like if somebody's got the wind blowing in their back, then it's all good. It's all good, right? But it's whenever all the things start blowing the other way around. Like now they're in drama. Now they're in a hot water. Now everybody's got a story, right? It's hard to go after somebody, right, who is like at the top and everything's in their favor. Everybody's gonna defend them. It's easy to kick a dog when it's down, and that's kind of how it's been. Like somebody looks weak, somebody looks like they're in a bad spot, everybody jumps.
If he never got exposed, that girl would have never came out.
Yo, I got a
Nope,
question.
never. And also, if some of those people, I'm gonna say who, they had an opportunity to be with this person permanently right now or right before all this, they would choose to do it. And they would be absolutely happy to do it because of the lifestyle that comes with and all the bonuses they actually wanted until those were taken away from them, and the chance of getting those ever again ceases to exist. And now that's when everything happens. Bang!
Do you think he should have just streamed through it? Do you think he should have just hard streamed through it? I mean, you said yourself, like, a lot of people don't care about this, and he probably could have just banked it, right?
I think that going live and self-exposing further is the only option. Being overly open is the only way out of other people being open against you in a selective manner. Bang.
Well, like
that is so true.
We see sometimes depends. No, it depends on how bad it is, right? It depends on how bad it is. We've seen accusations.
Then you deserve that.
Let's
then if you're
take
bad,
example.
then you deserve it. Then.
Well, let's talk about like Destiny, right? Destiny had some crazy stuff. He streamed through it, but it didn't
Oh,
really.
God.
I mean, like it kind of worked. He stayed at his same level, right? But like those accusations were far worse. I feel like
Wait,
he's
so
kind of
Exactly.
Like,
So
he's
if you do
tank.
bad,
Well, it's
you
'cause
get
he's-
bad. That's all you get. If you try to wiggle away from
XQC.
bad, you are worse somehow. But if there's nothing bad or nothing terrible, and you actually just take it on the chin, you usually come out on top. As long as you're not a bad
think
person, and I
you're-
think he's not a bad person, I think he should do that.
People can't be canceled.
Well, do you think that he
That's not
made that
true.
decision himself,
That
or
is
do you think that people were in his ear telling
In his
him not
ear.
to stream? Like how? Yeah.
The problem is that I feel sad saying this because it's this is a hard hitter for a lot of people. The people that have people around them that tell them things, those people are actually against them. But even they will not think about this right now, right? But they got their glazers and their orbiters are actual ops that are just waiting for a better opportunity to jump in later on. And that's what's really bad because they don't have their actual interest in heart. That's why you have to kind of branch
Yeah,
out
they
and
do that to
listen to
everybody.
voices that are unconventional to get real advice.
Well, especially not
right.
someone that's a streamer.
So I
and,
know
like,
you said
wants to
before that
take
like
their
you don't
spot.
think people can really be like canceled to a certain extent because they can just come back and stream. What things do you think like can result in people actually being canceled? If it's not like these minor things which can kind of be brushed off, which are blown up by the internet.
Things that are
careful what you
validified
say
by
so you
legal
don't get banned.
repercussions. Like if you did something bad and some court says you did this absolute terrible thing, then there's no wiggle room here. There's nothing to get out of. You're just clapped.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's usually the worst, really. But if what you did is actually not bad, I mean, you live and you move on, right? I mean, what can people do? I mean, what I usually offer to other creators as a tip, right, is to just butter on top, right? Is like if it is something bad and it's not actually bad, be live every day as much as you can and show who you actually are. And at the end of the day, look at Speed. He has thousands of clips. He has hundreds of millions of hours of watch stream of showing who he is now. So people don't remember who he was. And that applies to anybody. They don't
Like
really,
Arky?
nobody even tries to come at Speed with these
He probably
old
has no
things
idea
because he has
about
so
Arky.
much butter on top.
It fails
XQC
though. It
knows
fails
Arky,
sometimes.
bruh.
Rarely.
XQC,
No, I mean,
rap
he's in
wars,
situation.
rap wars.
Whoa.
Nah,
okay.
he
He
knows
doesn't know,
about
like,
it.
the whole
He was
situation.
judging rap wars. He was judging XQC when you were judging rap wars and you heard the intro to that
Do
song.
you remember Brady?
Arky's girlfriend,
Brady?
Brady.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't
Brady
we don't
guy.
we don't have to go specific.
What do
about
you
certain
think,
streamers.
XQC?
But I feel like sometimes it doesn't work and people do fall off. Of course, like they'll continue streaming to 200, 300 people, but sometimes they're kicked to Rumble. Like I don't know.
That's like the self-fulfilling prophecy of their idea of repercussions actually weighs on them so much that it actually has repercussions. But for a lot of people that are mentally strong, like I'm not this bad person, and they just go with it, they don't fall off because it doesn't do anything. If anything, a lot of people make a comeback from that. A lot of examples. Logan Paul is a good example.
Yeah, but he's not. I mean, like his fans are like 13. Like
But he
they're
buttered
the
on
newest
top
users,
a
I'm not gonna
lot.
lie.
And so did
Yeah,
Jake.
but I don't know.
I mean, that's the same with Saikuno, though, is that they're all 14-year-old girls, and that's why 90% of his people are mad.
I feel like the YouTube
Right.
space,
Well,
and
yeah,
the Twitch
because
space,
the
and the live
demographic, yeah.
stream space is way too different. Like you can't bring Logan Paul. Like those people they actually are just swiping on the iPad, and like this space people are going on the Reddit thread.
I agree with you, but the problems that were brought up by those people against Saikuno are presenting stuff that is generally to be swiped. Like it's thing that normal people will go, wow, this is everyday business. Most of it, like it's not something that's oh my god, don't do this. I mean, give me a few examples of things to not do that he did that you think are wrong.
To cheat?
Okay, next.
I mean,
we've already said that.
Other than that,
we already
other than that, yeah.
You can't get caught gooning, okay? You can't get caught, okay? Different. You got to keep it on a different phone. You got to keep it on a different PC.
Or just
I mean,
don't
this
do
is
it.
Wrong.
Yeah,
This is actually one of the biggest misconceptions on the
What do you
internet.
mean wrong?
This is
You have
this
the
is
second
such
phone, X. What do you
Wait,
talking
XQC,
about?
what is
Pull up
the
second
best way to
phone,
do
pull
that?
up the second
Wrong.
phone.
What's the best way to
Actually,
do?
it can help you garnish a male following if you get caught into gooning, because the reality is it makes you human,
it's
and
terrible.
people see themselves in you, and they go, "Wow, everybody does this stuff that I do."
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, but it's not like
anyone
you're
that
not going to get
streamed
hate
through
for it.
Moon streamed through it. That was baller. Okay.
I mean, Lucari did too.
Yo.
No, it's way
He did for a couple hours and then he got nuked.
That's crazy.
Fair.
I mean,
I think that the idea of what we think is deception is unfortunately kind of malleable. Like people will pick and choose like what they think is manipulation or paradynamics based on their own personal belief. And it's unfortunate that right now in the space, it seems like any form of interaction with somebody is a paradynamic based off the fact that somebody has perceived power, which I think is completely incorrect, because that locks people that have any form of power to do nothing. Let's be honest. If, let's say, Kai wanted to date somebody, and it can only be somebody who is of his exact stature, of his exact following and power, then he's not allowed to date anybody. And then anybody he talks to would be wrong. And I think that's very bad.
Stupid, yeah.
Did we find out any more about how, like, if this was a hit
don't
piece?
swap
Like,
people
I know
in these
people were
servers at
saying
all.
that it was like kind of the people were working together, but it kind of did really feel like that. I'm surprised people aren't like.
They did.
No, people just probably
They
saw
did
and
it.
piled on.
They did work together. Of course, it's a 1 hour edit video. They probably worked on it for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah. But wait, how did this get so much traction? I mean, just because it was just like a hot piece.
Because
of
whenever it's a very okay. The problem with those spaces is that these creators are extremely high risk. And what I mean by that is that when things are good, of course it's easy because the rewards are massive. You're a perfect image. You're great. You're beyond reproach. But the second things go wrong, it doesn't go just wrong. It goes absolutely downhill, like it's like a meteorite landing on your planet. You know what I mean? And that's why they go so viral, because they're perceived as perfect, and even a single flaw, like a chick in the armor, bang, it's the end of it. And then I'm about to
So
get
do
banned.
you think that after some time he's gonna come back? Like like not actually painting. Let's not paint it about Saikuno, because you don't want to be clipped and all that. But like, what do you think the next steps would be? Do you think just wait a couple weeks, come back?
It's all about. It's all about.
Now.
Listen, if you there is data for him to use, and the data is, if you look at the what was it again? It wasn't the Edison guy. I think it was somebody else. If you look at all the examples of people in his space, let's say OTV or orbiters, right, that have done these things, when they go radio silent, when they do the whole I'm gonna work on myself and they don't do anything and they chill and they make a comeback, it doesn't work. The advice I give is just to keep on trucking, right? And just be, guys, that was really bad. And just to do his thing. And yes, you're going to lose some people that think you're perfect and they won't. But the trade-off might actually be positive if you're willing to see it through. Bang.
Do you think that we're desperate for drama? I feel like drama before, it was like actually pretty criminal and bad.
Is
but I feel
every
like,
human not?
Yeah.
No. I'm
Psycho
saying in
just
the
too many
streamer
side
space
pieces
specifically.
these
I feel
days,
like
it's a
the
cold
allegations that
world,
would come
man.
out used to have
human
to be
nature.
like really bad for them to get coverage. But I think
it brings views, right? And views are almost like never negative. Like it's always going to be a net positive, even if it's like quote unquote negative drama.
I'm just trying to think back.
Rarely
what
is
the other
net negative,
allegations
but
are.
I think it makes them feel alive. It makes them feel like they're part of the moment. Like it's like some big, and it's hard to garner a spotlight in a positive way.
What is that photo?
68
that's me with
What
my.
am I watching?
It's fake, but it's edited.
You look cute, bear.
The phone is fake. Moxie made that photo. It's me in my 4XL jacket before I went skiing and I took a picture. When I was young.
What did you like ski a certain like a race, or were you just skiing to ski?
What do you mean by that? Oh no, no.
Like,
we went to we do like park. We do like freestyle.
Cody Co made a comeback and his situation was a lot worse.
Did you do big slope? Was it? Or you did some
slope style. I do that on snowboarding.
Oh yeah.
This is not a
so
debate.
as someone who's new to snowboarding, what are like one big thing of advice?
It's a fucking Q&A. This is about
Okay, wait, hold on.
Saikuno.
No, let's okay, yeah, go back.
Yo, XQC, what's that picture?
Tell him to let me in.
Hey,
Say, let's shove my fender
XQC,
in.
I have a question.
Yo. Let's shove it into the room. Let's shove.
Is that
Okay.
Jesse?
Dude,
Okay,
I
XQC.
Is that Jesse?
God damn,
XQC.
thank God
you
for
can
Jesse.
get
The content, holy shit, the content was so bad. Thank God for Jesse.
Okay, but I think personally, Sykkuno is not going to be able to come back just because his demographic and his viewers are. What is it?
Well, it's unfortunate that you might be proven right, but if you actually just go to the computer and you do what you do, you win. I'll always say this: even if you did some really bad things, for those people who did bad things, when they just sat down and did what they do, they've actually come out on top. Bang.
Would you say Mizkif and Emmer is an example of that? Because I feel like they've fallen off.
I have takes that I cannot have right meow with the microphone in my face.
But bro, Hassan shocked his dog, and like nobody cares. So you just gotta.
Well, that's
stream
because
through it.
he's like the biggest streamer in that.
Think about Atrioc. Atrioc is still putting good views now.
He actually made his comeback because he did atone and did kind of take a leg down, all right? And even though with the delay, still did pretty good overall, right?
Slight delay.
And I think what he did though was pretty egregious. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, that's all accusations, all allegedly. Okay, there's no proof. Okay, maybe he was just checking it out. We don't know. He's making a crazy comeback because I'll see clips of him on like Instagram. I think he was talking to like politicians for a little bit as well. Like, kind of odd.
XQCL chat weighs 10,000 pounds.
Wait, is Jesse in here? Or no?
I don't think he is.
No, he's not yet.
I think that you have a responsibility, right, as like a creator, to not show and not be part of something that is kind of that nature. And when you do, and if you do, it's terrible because like these are like your coworkers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is like the worst part of everything that could be is that for them, and then you expose.
Okay,
that's
well,
awful.
compare that to now, where like I feel like that AI technology was like the secret sauce back then, right? That was still new compared to like I feel like now you're gonna see 40 times the amount of that. Like, how do you think it's changed perception on what he did now because of the AI advance?
I don't think it does because that content still doesn't make it up there. That content is still very hidden and very buried, and the way to find them would still be super difficult, right? Like we're not. I don't see that anywhere.
Find that before. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're not looking, but like, I feel like you can just type on Google and you'll just find crazy stuff.
Wait, who's Jesse? What's Jesse's name?
He shoved my Fenderin.
Okay.
He did scam Doja Cat. Can we
just 100% scam Doja Cat?
Kyle? Yeah. Let's get Doja Cat in here.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Jesse.
Hey, I did not scam Doja Cat.
Yo, Jesse, stop lying. Jesse, stop lying.
Okay, can we talk about the Sykkuno thing? I didn't get to say any of my Sykkuno.
Okay. What's your take?
Come
on.
We want to hear what you have to say.
Sykkuno did something wrong.
Yes.
Indeed.
Go on, cheating is bad.
Okay, but it's too adult. It's too adult, Jesse, man.
What?
I mean, like, is it bad enough to
Jesse,
be
can you elaborate
on the internet in front of millions of people? Is it that bad?
Wait, what is your take on him? Like on the predator allegations then, and other stuff, like the really controversial stuff.
I actually don't know them. Tell me them.
We don't know either. No one here knows. We try to
figure it
out.
The video one with the girl?
I know none of it.
I don't. Okay,
Jesse,
no, I don't
did you watch the Discord call?
Nope.
Did you watch the one X watched with that girl saying she slept with him and then regretted or something like that?
Nope.
Okay.
So honest, does it look bad?
It's pretty bad.
No, not really.
No.
I don't think so. It's just her. She basically slept with him and then like now saying she didn't want to or something. She said
What's the year? How many year gap is this? Tell me the year gap. Like
irrelevant in this
she said
case.
it and they did it.
No idea.
Listen, we're playing telephone, right? We shouldn't play telephone about these topics. Like they're just gonna. They're gonna get warped and twisted.
I watched it today, man.
Well, tell him.
You should tell Jesse.
I think this is irresponsible. I think you're gonna look back on this and be like,
yeah, this debate is too rational for me. I'm gone.
Yeah, you got to see.
Alright, thanks for this hosting this
get on
global
something
debate.
more important.
I'm actually kind of
XQC,
mad
bro.
that nobody had a
Jesse,
counterpoint.
You're
This was just like a
hilarious,
glazed
Jesse.
fest set up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're bad. You're bad. You're bad.
No,
Yo, get Roban, buddy.
XQC, you think you killed my friend out?
What'd you say?
My friend need a PC, bro. My friend, it's his birthday. You think you can get
Yo,
my
go
PC?
golfing.
What the
Jesse,
hell?
have
Can
fun
I get a
golfing tomorrow,
dollar?
Jess.